Welcome to How to Write with Mr. Reynolds, and today's poetic form is Diamonte. Now, Diamonte is a type of poetry style that does not use rhyme, and it's not going to have a certain meter or cadence along the way, but it is going to have certain words or parts of speech that are going to make up those certain words, and it's going to make it in a shape of a diamond, which is where it gets its Diamante name. So it's going to start with one word, it's going to describe and work towards another word where it will narrow down and describe that particular word. So we're going to begin with a pair of antonyms. Do you remember what an antonym is? Hopefully you said an antonym is an opposite. So you think about opposites: day, night, war, peace, fire, ice, hot, cold. So think about a bunch of different opposites that you could do, so that you can come up with some ideas to create your Diamante about. Maybe you have cat, dog. Maybe you have summer, winter. Opposites being sunny or stormy. So different opportunities to create some antonyms or opposites along the way. And so you'll notice as you write them that you're going to come up with some words to describe them. So you think of your opposites first, then the next, so that'll be your top and your bottom. So like war would go on the top and peace would go on the bottom, or fire and then ice. And so then you would think about the next two words being a noun that would refer to, or even, well, it doesn't have to be a noun. It could just be words that describe your noun. That would refer to the word. So it could be like an adjective that might describe war, might be hate, or run, or hit, or fire. An adjective that might describe peace, or word that might describe peace, is harmony or free. So that would be something that you could use for that idea of describing the noun. Then the next thing you're going to do is write three words related to the noun in line 1. So these are going to end with ing. So you have something like living, relaxing, singing, or weeping, sobbing, mourning. Then you have those three, and they all end with ing. And so those are going to be typically a verb, those three words that are related. So it's a verb that's going to describe or relate to the noun that is either at the top or the bottom. And then the last piece is going to be a two words that will describe or rename the noun at the top. Two words that rename or give more information about the noun at the top. And then we're going to kind of switch and work on the ones at the bottom. So let me just summarize what I've said so far. The top one is a noun. Then you're going to have two adjectives that relate to that noun. Then you're going to have three verbs that end in ing that relate to that noun. And then two words that relate back to that one noun. And then we're going to start to switch. On that same line, you're actually going to begin with backwards, two words that relate to the bottom noun. Then you're going to have three verbs that end in ing that relate to the bottom noun. Then you're going to have two adjectives that describe the bottom noun. So that as you read the poem, you begin with, and let me just do the war and peace one that's here, and I'll show it to you here so that you can kind of see, if it zooms in there. it starts with war, and then it says run, hit, and then it says stabbing, shooting, killing, and then it says Vietnam, Iran. Those all relate to the war piece. And then you have United States, Japan, living, relaxing, singing, harmony, free, peace. And this was written by Ryan Young. Here is another example of one that's tears. Okay, and you can see the diamond shape that's there as well. So tears says ache, grief, weeping, sobbing, mourning, drops, water, pleasure. This is the point where we switch from tears to smiles. So pleasure, grin, celebrating, laughing, cheering, delight, joy. And then finally you get to smiles. And so you might create a Diamonte poem that has that diamond. So think about opposites, and you'll see the form that's there for you to be able to come up with the ideas. And think about opposites, ways to be able to put together your Diamonte poem, and then type them up. I know when I write them, I like to do them in 2 different colors. That way it really shows kind of the meaning of it. So I might put something that was tears maybe in blue or gray, and I might put smiles in a bright, vibrant color. And so in like a yellow or a red or something like that. And so you've got the difference between that. When you write them out, you can do them like that. But go ahead and type them into the blank and share them with me, either in a private comment or in the post. And so have fun creating Diamantes today. And thanks for putting up with the noisy bird in the background too. Enjoy.